Tales from the Resting Titan. My house has one more step now. Written and read by Javon Joseph. I notice it because I fell. I don't fall. I know this house the way root knows soil when it grows through. Without seeing, without without thinking. There were always 12 steps. I counted them once, long ago. Not out of curiosity, out of necessity. 12 steps to the landing, 12 steps back down. Perfect symmetry, reliable. That night there were 13, and my body didn't understand why. My foot came down on something that shouldn't exist. It shouldn't exist. My balance vanished. My hands hit wood hard enough to split my skin. I stayed there on the stairs for a long time. For a long time. The house sounded the same, always the same creaks. I counted it again, slowly, touching each step as if it might disappear underneath my fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I waited for it to correct itself, for the extra one to be gone by the morning. Houses do strange things at night. They settle, they shift, they they breathe, they return to themselves by daylight. This one didn't. That was the first morning I saw them. You see shapes sometimes if you stare long enough into empty rooms. Movements that belong to another time. These shapes, they didn't fade. They moved with purpose. A man carrying boxes, a woman opening cabinets, my cabinets, a child walking slowly from room to room as if testing the air. Ghosts! Ghosts! That was my only explanation. That was the only explanation. I stayed out of their way, watched from the staircase, watched from the corners, from places where the house felt, where it feels thicker. They never acknowledged me. They never reacted. The man complained about the smell. What smell? The woman said that it would go away. The child said nothing. He kept looking towards the stairs. Sometimes they flickered like reflections on disturbed water, half there, half somewhere else. Reality folding over itself. When I became angry, they appeared clearer. I don't remember the first time they made me angry. I can't remember. Only that something inside me tightened until the walls creaked. Sometimes they were solid, fully there, voices sharp, footsteps loud. The child crying because something had fallen in the next room. Then it faded again, like they were slipping back to wherever they had came from. Days passed, or what felt like days. Time, time, time is unreliable in this house. It always had been. Then they began talking about about leaving. The man said this wasn't working. The woman argued, voice raising, they were breaking, reforming. The child, the child begged them not to go. He said this house felt safer than anywhere else. I remembered feeling relief, real relief. The ghosts were moving on. The disturbance will end and the house will be mine again. I followed them as they argued through the rooms, keeping distance, watching, waiting for the moment when they would disappear for good. They moved, they stopped into the living room. The boy was crying openly now, clutching something in his hands. A small piece of wood, broken at one end. I recognize it. An extra part of the step. He turned towards the staircase, towards me, and this time his eyes locked onto mine. No confusion, no searching, no doubt. Please, he said, don't kill us. Everything inside me went still. They just bought this house, he whispered. It's the only thing keeping my family together. Something opened in my mind. Not memory, not collapse. Voices, hundreds, thousands, layered over each other, crying, begging, praying, screaming. All of them inside this house, all of them looking at something they couldn't escape. Me, I saw myself reflected in the dark window behind him. Not not clearly, not fully, but enough. I have been here longer than the walls, longer than the land remembers being land, long enough to forget that anyone else was never meant to stay. The voice stepped back. He watched me, still shaking. You don't have to leave, sir. Just don't kill us. I don't remember moving, but suddenly I was at the bottom of the stairs, looking up, looking at 13 steps, looking. They added one, trying to change the house, trying to make it theirs, trying to survive in a place that doesn't allow survival. I am still here. I have always been here. And tonight, I will kill them all. And that was My House Has One more step now. If ever you feel like a place doesn't remembers you, even when you have never been there before, leave while you still have time, because you might be the one doing the haunting. Now go to sleep if your mind will let you.